Howdy Tummy Temple community, this is Janelle, and today we're here to talk about castor oil packs, how to do it, why to do it,
how easy it is. I'm Heidi, I'm the registered dietitian here at the Tummy Temple, and castor oil packs are often used for people who are wanting to help decongest or drain, especially like the liver or the abdomen. Great if someone's a little constipated, you can put it on and help things move. If you're doing a liver detox, helps drain the liver. Great for the uterus. I used it when I was working on fertility, before I was getting pregnant, or if you're having uncomfortable periods, it can help drain things out and decongest. I use it on my son, on his lungs, when he has really congested lungs. So it's a wonderful thing to do, and it's really relaxing. And we're going to show you how easy it is. Janelle is going to be the fabulous model today. So what you do, and in the Tummy Temple castor oil pack comes some castor oil, which is really nice castor oil. This fabulous flannel. This flannel is not bleached, it doesn't have any dye in it, and the basic idea is that you put some castor oil on the flannel and on your belly. So I'm going to put some on this flannel, and you're going to put some on your belly, and you soak the flannel. You don't make it, dripping wet. You just get it so that it's kind of saturated, and then you decide where you want it. Where do you want to do this today?
Let's do it kind of on the middle of right side, so I get into my liver.
Okay,
yeah.
So she's going to do liver, and I might put a little bit more on here because it's a little dry on this part.
And do watch your clothes. This stuff is really sticky, so it can if it gets on your clothes, it's really hard to get out. So. And
you can put it just across your whole abdomen. You can put it down lower, up higher, just depending. This is a flannel. It's big enough that you could do your whole abdomen if you wanted. Next, usually put a piece of fabric over a towel that I don't really care about because it's going to get oily. And then a heat source. This is a Fomentech bag, and you can fill it with warm water. What else have you used?
I can use it. You can use a heating pad. That works well.
Yep. Hot water bottle.
I've used a sock that I filled up with a bunch of rice, and I put it in the microwave for a couple minutes.
And... DIY. So you put a heat source on top, and then you leave it. And then, what do you usually do when you're doing a hot castor oil pack?
Maybe I have a face mask on, or I read a book, or I watch a movie, or it's you time.
Totally. So it's really relaxing. Anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour is great, and you can do that a few times a week. 3 times a week is nice for sort of a chronic issue. If you have an acute issue, you might do it 30 minutes each night for 4 or 5 nights, and then you can skip a day until your symptoms start to resolve. And it's extremely relaxing. And this castor oil is really great because the castor oil that we get doesn't use any hexane or any harsh chemicals to extract it from the castor bean. So there's no chemicals left over in the castor oil, because the last thing you want to do is put a bunch of chemicals on your abdomen, and it's going to soak into your bloodstream. So this is a very pure, very clean castor oil, and that's really important, because if you just go to the drugstore and buy castor oil, you're definitely most likely going to get something that's used hexane to extract it, and you really don't want that. Also, it's important to have a really nice, like we said, non-bleached, not dyed piece of fabric. And then clean up. Take everything off. Now you've got your piece of fabric that's got all this castor oil on it. And you're like, what am I going to do? Well, you just put it into a Ziploc bag and you can keep it. And then the next time you do it, you can just put a little more castor oil on there and put it back on, so that way you don't have to wash it in between every wash. And then, after a month or so, or when you're done, doing your castor oil packs, you can wash it, every so often, so that it doesn't sit in there for years. But that way it's just a little easier. You're not having so much cleanup. So I just put it in a little Ziploc bag, and voila, it's ready for next time.
And as far as this all goes, sometimes I'll just get a washcloth with warm water. Some Dr. Bronner's is really great to cut the oil without doing anything weird to your skin, right? And I'll just take it off, and it usually comes off pretty easily.
And if you leave it on for a long time, a lot of it will absorb in, so it's not as messy as it sounds. It's actually really relaxing. So it's almost like treat yourself. Do a castor oil pack. Thanks for watching.